Hello people, this is Jeremy Sylvester from Urban Dubz Music and producerpack.com. I'm just here just to give you a little short tutorial really. I get a lot of people still asking me, you know, to do more of these tutorials, so I thought, okay, I made one before, about a couple of years ago, but I haven't done one since, so I thought I'll make one now. You know, just to coincide with this new Sounds of New School Garage sample pack that I've got that's just been released through producerpack.com. So yeah, just a short tutorial on how to make a new school garage type beat or song. And I'm going to be using Logic 9, and I'm going to be doing all my drums in the machine, in the Native Instruments machine. So you know, so pretty much I've got the drum kit already loaded into the machine, ready to be constructed. So I'm gonna make a pattern and then do maybe like 3 or 4 different variations of the pattern. So, and then what I'm gonna do later on is I'm gonna use program changes within Logic later on to arrange the drum patterns or synchronize the drum patterns to Logic 9. I mean, you know, that's just one way of doing it. You know, I mean, I prefer it that way. That way I've got more control and I can adjust things later on, rather than trying to drag it and drop audio into Logic, you know, so early. I quite like the freedom of just having, or just, you know, if I wanted to make changes later on, I can always do that, you know, within the arrangement, within the actual pattern itself. You know, I could actually make a pattern now and drop it in audio now, and, you know, I might find later on that it doesn't quite fit or sit right with the bass line that I made. So, but you'll see what I mean later on when you know, when I start making it. So yeah, I've got some vocals as well. Within the pack, within the Sounds of New School Garage pack, I've got a folder with some vocal loops. So I'm going to be using some of those, or maybe one or two of those within these tutorials, just to give you an idea, you know, how, you know, it can be used. So the tempo of this track I've set to 126 BPM. Also all the loops within the sample pack are all set to 126 BPM. So yeah, the drum kit within the video is also available to download for free from the links below. So I'll give you yeah, all the drums, the drum kit, the machine patches, I'll give that away for free. So, you know, check the link below. You can just download that. You can use it for whatever you want. Okay, so I'll just get cracking on really, and see how this turns out. See what happens. Wish me luck. Yeah, okay, I think that sounds alright. Just a little simple beat. It's quite shuffly. It's quite bumpy. What I'll probably do now, I'll probably simplify it a little bit. You know, just trying to keep it kind of more straight. Notice I've set the swing at 46%. I normally set it between 46 and say 54%. Just gives it a nice little swing, you know. I don't want it to swing too much. I just want to keep it really simple, just to give the drum some breathing room. I might even change these open hi-hats. Just to, I don't know. I'm gonna play around and see. Or maybe just change that. Let's get rid of these. Simple. I'm not 100% on that kick. It's a little bit hard. I'm going to try a different one. All these kicks, all the sounds within this are just basically in the standard presets you get with machines, so I'm going to have a look and see what I got. Yeah, this one sounds pretty, it's got a nice little thumpiness to it. Let's try that. Just kind of running down on the hats a little bit. I might even shorten the length of these open hats as well. Just see what. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much good to go. That's the first pattern. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this. Make a new pattern here. Just give it some slight different variations. So maybe there might be every 16 bars I can just take out a kick. Yeah, that's one. Try another one. Let's do one more. This one I'm gonna add a snare roll or fill, just to give it a little bit of. Let's see what we got here. It's alright. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I've got 4 little patterns here I can play around with in the arrangement. Like I say, this is just a very simple tutorial really, just to show you the basics of making a kind of new school garage kind of beat. Yeah, so I got that. I'm going to go back to my original pattern here so we can just play around with that while we go back into Logic and just play around with some sounds. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to come out of this now. So I've already got machine playing on this track here, so I'm just going to have it looping. Alright, so I've got an audio track here. I just want to find some of my vocal samples. These samples here actually.
Get back, get down, 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 down. Get back, get down, 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 down. Get back, get down, 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 down. We go try right up.
That's quite nice. Just play around with the levels there on the mixing desk. So what I'm going to do first, yeah, I'm going to play around with these vocals. I quite like those vocals. It's quite a nice little loop. It's got a kind of deep house kind of feel to it. I'm going to play around. I'm going to find some chords. Now, if you're not a keyboard player, which I'm not the greatest keyboard player, but I have a mess around. But there's times where I like to use MIDI files. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Find some MIDI files, and you can manipulate the sounds in whatever way you want. Okay, let me find some. Let me see if I can find some here. Okay, there's a couple of little riffs we can probably use and just play around with it. Okay, again, these MIDI riffs can be found within the New School Garage sample pack. So do check it out. Let me find. I'm going to create a MIDI track here. Okay, so I'm going to find. Okay, I'm going to start off with. Let me clean this track off. Reset that track there, and I'm going to start off with the GarageBand Instruments analog pads. Let me try that one. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull off one of these riffs. I don't know what they are. Can't remember. But let's have a little play around. Actually, you know what? Let me get rid of that one. Actually, I'm going to change the analog pad to analog basic. Let me see what that sounds like. Because I want to just keep it nice and smooth. Nah, let me try next one. Nope. Okay, I'm just going to go through these and see. That's quite nice. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to blatantly use it. I'm just going to chop it up and make it a little bit different. Okay, so I'll just, just play around. I tend to start off with like just chopping it up every bar. Okay, like this, and say okay. Maybe in the second half, just up the tempo a little, transpose it up slightly. Maybe on the third one, just do something different, and then just completely just. Maybe just use that bit. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let me loop that across. Let me play around with the settings a little bit. Add a little bit of resonance on that. Maybe just add a little bit of filter. I quite like a bit of filter on things. Just kind of gives it a nice little texture to it. I normally start with this wah-wah filter and just take it from there. You can add a little bit of reverb if you wanted to. Let's see what that sounds like. What's good? Okay, maybe like a room, a hall, maybe a bright hall. Just put a little bit of bright hall on there, just see what that sounds like. I like that. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go back on the drums a touch, just to kind of work the drums around those chords a little bit. So let me go back into the machine, okay? And I'm going to see, and I'm not going to put too much in there, just subtle movements in there, just to make it wrap around the chords a bit better. Detune that a bit. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Let me just double this. Let me just try and create some more room. So I want to just try something now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that track over. But what I'm going to do on this second track, I'm going to put an analog pad. And I'm going to copy the MIDI chords over onto that track now. Let me just solo it now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy the first, right, yeah. Actually no. Delete that. I'm going to copy the first four, well the full riff of the chords, and then I'm going to merge them, okay? I'm going to merge it using the glue tool, okay? Right. I'm going to click into it. Now I want these pads to be more not doing the same, exactly the same rhythmic pattern or signature as the chord. I just want to just have that straight chords with it. So I can just get rid of that. So I just have that. just more of a straight pan. Alright, so let me just double check on that. I'm going to go into the window. Let me just check the volume levels and stuff. Make sure there's no control or pressurized note changes or anything like that. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let me just I'm going to solo that. So I'm going to take off the filter off that one and take off the reverb. Just leave it natural. I'm going to go back into the plugin and I'm actually going to take off some of the sustain or duration. Actually start like that. And you know, within the arrangement you can just set the automation and just kind of just bring up the cutoff. Nice little transition, nice bit of progression going on there. So the next thing I'll add is a bass line. I'm going to use the Massive plugin for that one. Let's have a look and see what's in there. I think I've already got a track set up for that already. Yep, here it is. Nah, that one's pans. Hang on a second. Let's have a look and see what's in here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But what I'm going to do, I want to take off. I want to take off some of this. This glide. Let's keep it more straight. I want to give it a little bit more body. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, I think. Nice and fat and round. Okay, let's have a play. Yeah, a few mistakes there. Let me just tweak that up a little bit. Okay, let's go with a 16C swing on that one. Okay, you can see there's a few mistakes there. Yeah, let's quantize that a little bit. 16C. I like the velocity to be all one level. Well, not always, but you know, patterns like this, keep them all one level. 127. Boom. There you go. Okay, let's have a listen to that. Let me just loop that over. Solo, let me hear that solo. Yeah, that's fat. That is fat. Oh my days. Yep, love it. Let's take off a little bit of that chorus. Different output on the desk. Alright, so that's very simple. Okay, I'm going to go with that for now. I'm just going to do a very, very simple arrangement, you know, not that long. So, you know, what I'm going to do first is, let me mute these off first. Okay. Like I said before, earlier in the tutorial, I mentioned about program changes with the drums in Machine and synchronizing it with Logic. That's the way I do it. Like, you know, I'm sure there's better ways, but this way I've got full control. You know, if I need to adjust things later on, I can do so. You know what I mean? You know, whereas a lot of people would probably drag and drop audio into Logic, but which you can do anyway. I suppose you can do it afterwards, but you know what? I quite like the natural sound of it, just coming straight from the arrangement, the program changes. I don't know, just to me, it just kind of just gives it a nice, more of a natural feel. You just don't lose anything. I could be totally wrong there, but that's just the way I feel about it, you know. But anyway, here we go. Let me get the draw tool. Okay, so this is the track with the machine on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a track, draw this here. I'm just gonna make it a very, very short track. Yeah. Okay. Now, in order for program change to trigger into Logic with the machine, you need to set it in Machine. Okay, so this is what you do. Where it says Scene MIDI settings, Scene MIDI settings. Okay, status enable, and you want to enable MIDI program change. Yeah, leave that as 1. Okay, now, okay. click into the editor and go into program change. This is where it gets interesting. So now I can trigger all the different patterns within machine here. So I'm going to make everything start from 5, which I normally do anyway. Okay, so the drums will start at 5. So I want pattern 1 or scene 1 to trigger at start point 5. Okay, so scene 1 or pattern 1, I want that to trigger at the 5 position here at bar 4. Okay, and this is how you do it. You noticed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are your different scenes. Okay. But the only thing is, when these numbers here don't exactly correspond to the numbers on machine. So actually 0 on here is actually 1 on machine. So it's almost like it's a -1. So if I set this at 0, that is actually playing pattern 1, scene 1. Don't know why it does that, but it just does it. So I want this to play. Okay, so pattern 1's going to play. So this is going to be a 8-bar loop, and at the end of this 8-bar loop, there's going to be a little drum change. So just before it comes back into the second 8, there will be a little drum roll. Okay, so it's going to start like this. And then I want that to repeat again. Alright. That's okay for now, but what I'm going to do a basic arrangement on here first, so you got an idea of how I want it to sound. So we'll start with this one. Okay, at this point, at this little drop, I want to apply the automation on that analog pads. Just kind of just build it up into it, you know, just kind of blends in. So let me just go to analog pad here, and I want to, hang on a second, cutoff, yeah. I want to apply the cutoff. So it starts from basically yeah. Drums will come back in right there. Nice little simple arrangement, nothing special really, just a little groove just to give you an idea how you can use some of the elements in this pack, just to give you some inspiration really on making new style garage. I hope it's helped you. Feel free to ask me any questions below. I'll try and answer everything, you know. Any comments, just leave it below. If you want anything, if you want to learn a technique, anything in particular you want me to show you, then you know, please feel free to leave a comment down there, and I'll try and get back to you and try to help you out. Okay. Well, thanks. I've enjoyed this, and I hope you have too. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.